What if the secret to calmer blood sugar, sharper nerves, a steadier heart, and happier kidneys wasn't buried in a prescription, but quietly brewing in your teacup? For years, tea has been treated like a gentle, comfort nice to have, not need to have. But the research is loud. Certain teas can support insulin sensitivity, tame post-meal spikes, cool inflammation, and protect the very organs diabetes stresses most. The problem is, many people drink the wrong teas, brew them the wrong way, or sweeten them into a sugar trap. Today, that changes. I'm going to show you 10 teas that fit beautifully into a diabetes-friendly lifestyle. Exactly how to brew them for maximum effect, what to pair them with, what to avoid, and a simple weekly tea rotation that makes consistency effortless. Stay with me to the end. The final tea is surprisingly powerful for your liver, gut, and glucose rhythm. And almost no one uses it correctly. How tea helps: the simple science you can use. Think of tea as nutrition and water. Polyphenols, catechins, and flavonoids act like microscopic guardians. They reduce oxidative stress, calm chronic inflammation, and help your cells respond to insulin more efficiently. Herbal teas add prebiotic fibers, calming nerve and ease, and digestive allies that support steadier post-meal numbers. The benefits compound when you brew correctly. Keep sugar out of the cup and sip consistently. As a rule of thumb, aim for 1, 2, 3 cups a day of the teas that suit you. Time them around meals or walks, and let small daily choices create big weekly wins. Green tea is a quiet overachiever. It comes from the same plant as black and oolong, but it's gently processed, preserving EGCG, an antioxidant that coaches your cells to use insulin more effectively. That's why routine green tea drinkers often see steadier fasting numbers and fewer roller coaster crashes after meals. It's not just glucose. Green tea supports healthy cholesterol patterns, nourishes fragile blood vessels, and offers every organ a little anti-inflammatory calm. To brew for benefits, heat water too hot but not boiling. Steep a teaspoon of loose leaves or 1 bag for 2 to 3 minutes and keep it light and clean. Add a squeeze of lemon to increase polyphenol stability, or a dusting of cinnamon if you enjoy warmth without sweetness. 2 cups per day, morning and early afternoons, a great rhythm. Skip the bottled green tea drinks loaded with sugars and syrups. The magic is in the leaf, not the label. Cinnamon tea delivers comfort with purpose. The right kind: Ceylon or true. Cinnamon carries aromatic compounds that help improve insulin signaling and smooth out post-meal surges. Brew a stick of Ceylon cinnamon or a teaspoon of cinnamon chips in very hot water for 10 to 15 minutes to pull out the soluble goodness. The result is a naturally sweet, bakery-warm cup that needs no added sugar. Enjoy it after meals when spikes tend to hit hardest, or pair it with higher-carb meals as a gentle guardrail. Avoid cassia if you plan daily use. Ceylon is the safer long-term choice. If you love a cozy blend, add a slice of ginger or a pinch of turmeric and black pepper for a metabolic trio that tastes like dessert and performs like a health plan. Chamomile tea: chamomile is the nighttime ally with daytime benefits. People know it for relaxation, but its flavonoids also help dial down the oxidative stress that quietly harms nerves, eyes, and kidneys. A calmer nervous system means better sleep. Better sleep improves insulin efficiency the very next day. Steep a tablespoon of dried flowers or 1 tea bag in hot water for 5 to 7 minutes. Sip in the evening or after dinner to support digestion and set up your hormones for overnight balance. If you're sensitive to the ragweed family, be cautious. Otherwise, chamomile is one of the safest antidotes to stress-related glucose bumps. Add a cinnamon stick or lemon wheel if you want a brighter flavor without the day sugar. Hibiscus tea: hibiscus is the crimson superstar tart. Refreshing and remarkably helpful for people managing both blood sugar and blood pressure. Those rich red anthocyanins don't just look beautiful. They help protect vessel linings, support healthy cholesterol patterns, and take pressure off the cardiovascular system. Brew 1 to 2 teaspoons of dried petals for 5 to 10 minutes. Then enjoy it hot or iced. It's naturally tangy, so resist reaching for sweeteners. Instead, add a cinnamon stick, a few crushed mint leaves, or extra lemon. If you're on blood pressure medications, watch your numbers and adjust with your clinician. Hibiscus can gently amplify what your meds are doing. Ginger tea ginger tastes like warmth and acts like a shield. Its gingerols help your muscles take up glucose more smoothly and support your pancreas when it's under pressure. Ginger also calms the stomach, which matters because better gastric flow often means fewer post-meal spikes. Slice an inch or two of fresh root, simmer 10 minutes, strain, and sip plain or with lemon. Morning ginger helps wake metabolism without the jitters. After meal, ginger helps your system land smoother. If you're on anticoagulants or preparing for surgery, check with your clinicians. Ginger has mild blood-thinning effects. For everyone else, it's one of the most pleasant daily habits you can build. Turmeric is golden armor. Curcumin, its vibrant compound, helps cool chronic inflammation, the background noise that makes insulin's job harder and accelerates complications. For best absorption, always include a pinch of black pepper. Piperine boosts curcumin uptake dramatically. Simmer a teaspoon of ground turmeric or a coin of fresh root for 10 minutes, then finish with pepper and a cinnamon stick. This is a brilliant evening cup if you experience nighttime discomfort or a late afternoon cup before a short walk. If you're on blood thinners or have gallbladder concerns, talk with your clinician first. Otherwise, think of turmeric tea as an easy daily deposit into your long-term resilience. Rooibos. Tea rooibos is the unsung hero for people who want a caffeine-free all-day tea with real metabolic benefits. Naturally sweet and earthy. It contains aspartame and other antioxidants that appear to nudge fasting glucose and insulin sensitivity in the right direction, while lowering oxidative stress markers. Because it's caffeine-free, it won't disrupt sleep critical for next-day glucose control. Steep 1 to 2 teaspoons for 5 to 7 minutes. The flavor holds even longer without turning bitter. Rooibos takes well to lemon, cinnamon, or a couple of crushed cardamom pods. And it's fantastic iced in summer as a soda alternative. Oolong sits between green and black tea and brings the best of both smooth floral notes, steady caffeine, and a broad spectrum of catechins and theaflavins. That mix supports insulin sensitivity, healthy lipids, and a gentle lift in energy without the edgy crash. Heat water to just under a boil. Steep a teaspoon of leaves for 3 to 5 minutes. And enjoy in the morning or early afternoon. If you're sensitive to caffeine, keep oolong to earlier hours. Pair it with a protein-rich snack. Greek yogurt or a boiled egg, and you'll notice how even a carby lunch feels more stable. Peppermint, tea peppermint. Won't push glucose down directly, but it eases to hidden drivers of bad numbers, stress, and sluggish digestion. Menthol relaxes smooth muscle, reducing gastric tension and helping food move without bloating. Calmer digestion can blunt post-meal spikes. Peppermint also soothes the nervous system, and that matters because stress hormones antagonize insulin. Steep a teaspoon or a bag for 5 to 7 minutes, and save this one for after dinner or pre-bed. If you have reflux, test a shorter steep or choose chamomile instead. Peppermint can relax the esophageal sphincter in sensitive folks. Dandelion root to dandelion root is the dark horse Surthy. Roasted and surprisingly helpful for people whose numbers rise with sluggish digestion, fluid retention, or liver strain. Inulin, a soluble fiber, acts as a prebiotic to feed good gut bacteria, which in turn improves metabolic signaling. Gentle diuretic and liver-supportive actions can reduce bloat and inflammation that complicate glucose control. Simmer 1 to 2 teaspoons of roasted root for 10 to 15 minutes for a rich, coffee-adjacent cup. Enjoy in the morning or early afternoon. If you take diuretics or have ragweed allergies, check with your clinician. Otherwise, this may become your favorite functional coffee swap, the no-sugar Roulan Smart flavor. Upgrades: sugar cancels the tea's benefits faster than you can stir it. If you need sweetness while you transition, use a tiny drizzle of raw honey only when truly necessary and keep it under a teaspoon. Better options are flavor builders that don't budge glucose: lemon wheels, orange peel, cloves, star anise, crushed cardamom, cinnamon sticks, fresh mint, or a splash of vanilla extract. Your taste buds adapt in about 2 weeks. What seems tart today will feel pleasantly bright soon. Timing your tea for maximum impact tea works best when it works with your routine, not against it. Morning is prime time for green, oolong, ginger, or turmeric if you like a gentle metabolic nudge. Midday, reach for hibiscus or rooibos, refreshing without jitters. After meals, cinnamon, ginger, chamomile, or peppermint help soften spikes and settle digestion. Evenings belong to chamomile, rooibos, or peppermint to protect your sleep, a crucial lever for next-day insulin sensitivity. If you wear a CGM, experiment and watch how timing changes your curves. A simple 7-day tea rotation you can actually follow on Monday. Start with green tea at breakfast, sip hibiscus with lunch, and finish with chamomile after dinner. Tuesday, brew ginger in the morning, rooibos mid-afternoon, and peppermint before bed. Wednesday, enjoy oolong with a protein-rich breakfast. Cinnamon after your carb-heavier meal, and turmeric in the evening with a pinch of black pepper. Thursday, repeat your favorites green and hibiscus, then end with chamomile. Friday, go ginger in the morning, rooibos in the afternoon, peppermint at night. Saturday, make oolong your brunch brew, cinnamon after your treat meal, and turmeric as your evening wind down. Sunday, keep it light with green early, hibiscus iced later, and chamomile to close the week. Adjust any day to your taste. Consistency is the goal, not perfection. Pairing tea with food for flatter curvaceal. Get more from your cup when your plate is right. With higher carb meals, sip cinnamon or ginger to help usher glucose into muscles more smoothly. With heavier meals, hibiscus or peppermint helps digestion and reduces the post-meal slump. For a calm afternoon, rooibos keeps you hydrated without caffeine, while oolong or green pairs well with a protein snack to prevent a late-day crash. After dinner, chamomile is permission to slow down. Let it be the habit that replaces mindless dessert. Common mistakes that sabotage a good tea habit: the first mistake is sweetening. Added sugar turns a therapeutic cup into a hidden dessert. The second is oversteeping caffeinated teas until they go bitter. Bitterness makes you reach for sweeteners, and excess caffeine can disrupt sleep. The third is ignoring interactions if you take anticoagulants, are pregnant, or manage kidney issues. Certain teas need a thumbs up from your clinician. The last mistake is inconsistency. One heroic tea day won't move your A1C. 30 modest, pleasant tea days will. Frequently asked questions you'll get in the comments. People often ask if decaf green tea works. It still contains beneficial polyphenols, though usually a bit less. If caffeine bothers you, decaf is better than skipping entirely. Another question is whether tea on an empty stomach is okay. Most herbal teas are fine. If green or oolong makes you queasy, drink with food. Can you drink tea cold? Absolutely. Brew hot, chill, and avoid sweeteners. What about tea bags versus loose leaf? Loose leaf often has higher quality leaves. But a good tea bag without flavors or fillers is perfectly fine if it gets you to drink daily. Safety snapshot. You can trust tea is food. Not a drug, but it still deserves respect. If you're taking blood thinners, talk to your clinician about ginger and turmeric. If you're on diuretics, be mindful with dandelion root. If you have reflux, test peppermint carefully. For pregnancy or nursing, keep caffeine modest and discuss herbs beforehand. And if you change tea habits while on diabetes medications, monitor your numbers. You might need adjustments as your lifestyle begins to work. A one-day tea-forward meal flow. You can begin with a cup of green tea and a protein-rich breakfast. Greek yogurt with flax and berries works beautifully. After lunch, enjoy hibiscus over ice with a lemon wedge to refresh without sugar. If you have a mid-afternoon energy dip, oolong or rooibos brings you back online without a crash. After dinner, steep chamomile or peppermint to support digestion and sleep. Layer this flow over your usual balanced plate half non-starchy vegetables, a palm of lean protein, a thumb of healthy fat, and watch how your CGM curves begin to smooth. Final thoughts: make tea your daily doable advantage. The right cup, brewed the right way, at the right time, is more than a drink. It's a micro-habit that supports insulin sensitivity, eases inflammation, protects your vessels and nerves, and restores a sense of calm control to your day. You don't have to overhaul everything. Pick two teas you genuinely enjoy. Brew them well. Keep sugar out. Sip consistently for 2 weeks and notice the difference in your energy, your sleep, and your numbers. Then build from there. This is how natural, sustainable change feels: small, steady, and delicious. If this guide helped you, tap like, subscribe to Diabetes Healthcare, and tell us in the comments which tea you're starting with. You team hibiscus or team rooibos? Your answer might inspire someone else to take their first simple sip toward better health.